You hear great jazz on GJRB with the best of jazz, up-and-coming jazz, and smooth afternoon. If you can't get enough of jazz and you live in the Quad Cities area, tune in to KALA, St. Ambrose University in Davenport, Iowa, at 88.5 on the FM dial. Along with some of that great smooth jazz, you'll hear a lot of great jazz programming, and programming in other great music formats, like blues, urban, including rap, also classic R&B and Motown with David Baker on Rewind, Friday nights at 6 p.m. Central. In addition, you get programming in Spanish and some great gospel programming too. For more information on that great programming you'll hear, check out their schedule at www.sau.edu/KALA. Even if you don't live in the Quad Cities area, you can enjoy KALA anywhere in the world with their internet stream. Connect with KALA. Listen and enjoy. Watch. Pray. For we not know what hour the Son of God will return. Prophecy, New World Order, terrorism, economic collapse, wars, pest, Israel. When they say peace, then cometh sudden destruction, earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, end time headlines at www.endtimeheadlines.org. Attention musicians, if you're starting a band or just starting a solo act on your own, go to the place on the internet where you can get equipment at great prices. HelloMusic.com. They have guitars, amps, mixers, and microphones, some at great low prices. Log on today and look at the equipment and the prices. www.hellomusic.com. Like them on Facebook for chances to win guitars, mics, and other band equipment. Remember the name, Hello Music. Watch. Way Out There is back with more strange and bizarre stories, including strange but true, and a strange kind of shark they found in Australia. This thing looks like something out of a horror movie. We'll be talking about that. And a story of a strange encounter with an alien creature, and more Way Out fun. Way Out There returns Friday, February 20th, live at 1 p.m. Central on GJRB. Attention, emerging bands and artists. Up and Coming is back, and on more often. I'm talking about the main show, featuring all genres. Send me your band's recordings or let me know where you're at, whether you're on SoundCloud, SoundClick, or Reverb Nation. And I will play them on Up and Coming. Listen for details on how your band can get on Up and Coming. For Up and Coming podcast on GJRB's public site or live. Watch for announcements closer to the approaching air date. Up and Coming, uploaded as a podcast or live. Saturday, March 28th on GJRB.
It might have been the happiest day of my life. I was dreaming of the day you'd make me your wife. But when months of waiting turned into years, the writing on the wall became crystal clear. Go ahead and take your time, just don't take any mind. Go ahead and take your time, as long as it ain't mine. I think you had enough of mine. I told myself I'd give you till next spring, for you to seal the deal with a diamond ring. Then word got back that you were messing around with just about every girl in this old town. Go ahead and take your time, just don't take any mind. Go ahead and take your time, as long as it ain't mine. I think you had enough of mine. They say there's a lot of fish in the sea. Finding the right one is like winning the lottery. You rather lose and take it now, ain't it a shame? You shared a fiery passion till you put out the flame. Go ahead and take your time, just don't take any mine. Go ahead and take your time, as long as it ain't mine. You're all done wasting mine.
Who will lend a hand to their fellow man? Who will show the love of Christ? Who will take some time, spread a little sunshine? Who will show the love of Christ? Who will be his hands? Who will be his feet to a world that's lost and in so much need? Who will reach their town, go where the lost are found? Who will show the love of Christ? Go to a nursing home where people are all alone. Who will show the love of Christ? Who will be his hands? Who will be his feet to a world that's lost and in so much need? It should be you. It should be me, taking the church out on the street. Who will lend a hand to the fellow man? Who will show the love of Christ?
One of the first artists we ever played on Up and Coming. Great song called Go Where the Lost Are Found. Title track from that CD that I received a number of years ago and still play from time to time. Great song. Go Where the Lost Are Found. Before that, Take Your Time by Stock Rock. A group from somewhere out there in the United States. Places unknown. Welcome. This is Garyj in the afternoon here on GJRB. And coming up brand new, I want to introduce it to you. We started something new here. And it'll only be heard on music shows, especially this one. Especially Garyj in the afternoon, where you have news, music, and information. Also be heard during Smooth Afternoon and Smooth Jazz, our Smooth Afternoon show. You'll hear it. It's called Weather on the Fives. And I'll give you weather every half hour on the fives when we're live. So it'll be at 15 or at quarter past, in around there. Sometimes at 25 after the hour, we'll have weather on the fives. Also be heard on the Gary Wrestling program. I'm going to move the weather off the newscast because it takes too long to do it that way. I'm moving things around, changing things, and making it a little different. So that's how we're doing it now. Got some more good stuff coming up. The Upper Room on the way with a great song, a kind of a prophecy song. Fabulous too. We got that coming up. And let's see, Sheila K. Cameron, one of the second artists we played on one of our first up-and-comings, and of course our good friend Michael J. Martin from South Carolina coming up a little later on, and two new artists from my home state and my home area of Western Pennsylvania. Got two songs from two artists from that area. One great song coming up from a good friend of mine who was introduced to by Stephen Mucha, and He's from Ambridge, a good friend of mine from Ambridge, PA. We're going to hear his song coming up. It's a great song, kind of catchy. So it's a catchy tune. You'll love it. It's coming up next on Garyj in the afternoon. We'll have that weather forecast coming up as well. And our program schedule for this week on GJRB. The remainder of the week, we're moving our schedule a little bit. As I told you earlier, and I'm going to do another schedule update podcast. I haven't worked on it yet, but I have a podcast in the working, which I'll be recording along with the next brand new edition of the Best of the Gary Russell program. Will be heard probably the top of March, and it's our GJRB schedule update. And on that schedule update, I explain the new schedule to you and how it works out and how the program schedule works. So it's coming up next here on GJRB. But right now it's time for Weather on the Fives, GJRB. And boy, oh boy, you guys over in the Pacific North, or the eastern north of mid-Atlantic states, you got pounded. Lower pressure over mid-Atlantic is going to move northeastward into Canada by Friday. This system is going to produce some light snow from parts of the Great Lakes to the mid-Atlantic coast. In the northern Appalachians will also have it. It's going to move into the northern New England by Thursday morning. This snow over northern New England will become moderate from early Thursday morning through to Thursday night. It'll be waning with a little light snow by Friday morning. In the wake of this snow, lake effect snow will develop downward. Man, like they need it, you know? Really. From the ice-free Great Lakes on Thursday. Additionally, cold air associated with that cold area of high pressure over the northern plains will move southeastward into the Ohio Valley by Friday morning. Meanwhile, the upper level energy near the northern Rockies is going to move southeastward in the middle of Missouri by Friday. This energy is going to be aided in producing some light snow over parts of the northern plains on Thursday afternoon. This will move eastward while expanding to the upper Mississippi Valley, upper Great Lakes area Friday morning. Moisture flowing northward out of that western Gulf of Mexico is going to move into the southern plains and lower Mississippi Valley by Friday morning. Moisture will overrun that with some cold air and the surface producing some light snow over parts of the middle Mississippi Valley, and that rain over parts of the western Gulf Coast, lower Mississippi Valley by Friday morning. In addition to all this, the area of rain and freezing rain and sleet will develop over parts of lower Mississippi Valley on Friday morning. So we're not done with this yet, folks. For you in Boston right now, you're overcast and 28 degrees. This is for you guys listening in Boston now. Boston listeners, right now your relative humidity is 58% and your winds out of the southeast at 5. Your barometer is at 29.79 inches. And that means you're headed for more of this stuff. Late this afternoon, here's your forecast, Boston. 30% chance of snow. 29 degrees predicted tonight. 50%, 17 degrees tonight for you guys. Chance of snow again Thursday. 25 degree high. Thursday night, more snow. 5 degrees. It's not over until Friday when you become partly sunny with a high of 17 clear. 2 degrees Fahrenheit. Saturday, partly sunny with a high of 28. It's looking good for the weekend. 24 degrees Saturday night, but look at Sunday. Snow lightly, 60% with a high of 36. So, you guys need to hang tight. Hang tight. Should be over soon. If you're moderating temperatures, you're going to get a break sooner or later. I really do hope you will. Right now, current